first day of vlogmas. Oh yeah. 75 soft challenge. Was a complete doofus. Look normal. I did gray off the holiday dates. Hey friends, welcome back to another video, or if you're new, hi. My name's Sophia and I share what my life is like in my 30s, trying to figure it all out. Today is December 1st, which is the first day of Vlogmas. I am actually going to do it this year. I actually wanted to kind of do a restart on my YouTube channel. I left off with my 75 soft challenge and I did record my final thoughts and everything, so I am going to add that part into this vlog as well, just so I could just tie up that loose end. But yeah, I want to kind of start fresh and try to start recording again, because I do genuinely miss recording videos for YouTube. And what better way to do it than by doing Vlogmas. I am going to be doing one video a week for Vlogmas. I'm just going to record a little bit every day and then release the complete week either on Sunday or Monday. I'm actually very excited. I don't really have a lot of plans when it comes to Christmas or holiday things, but I will try to find things to do and of course bring everyone along for the ride. So yeah, I'm actually on my lunch break right now. It's the Monday after the 4-day weekend from Thanksgiving and Black Friday. So far things are going pretty okay at work. I am by myself today. My coworker is not gonna come until tomorrow, so I am pretty busy. So I will pick you guys back up after I get off of work. So you're trying to get rid of me? Huh? Okay, fine. My mom literally was like, go away. I don't want you near me while I'm in the store. Say less. Let me go and look at what I really want. Okay. That'll do. Alright, so it has been a couple of hours. We came back from Marshall's at around 6 and now it's a little before 8. And I got the productive bug right now. So I'm going to start picking up my room. Actually, let me just catch you up to speed on what's going on. Last month, my husband got a new job, which is awesome. It's something that he's been wanting for a while now, this change. And now he actually works 4 days, 10-hour shifts, which he gets home pretty late, like between 10 and 11, which is crazy. But he likes it, and as long as he's happy, then I'm happy with it. So it leaves me alone at night until he comes back home. To kind of keep the theme of resetting the month and everything, I'm just going to pick up my room. I really should have done it yesterday, but you know what? We're doing it today. And let me just show y'all how the state of my room is. So basically, the problem area is here. We have a very small room, so a lot of our stuff gets to just hang out here because we have no space. So we're just gonna pick up the floor, probably make the bed, but mostly just tackle this area. So let's go and be productive. Is the after. It definitely feels a lot better now that everything is been put away and everything. I still have a long way to go with this room, but it definitely feels a lot better than where it was before. So I think we made good progress today.
Rocket launch that you may or may not be able to see.
Happy Wednesday, y'all. So for lunch today, I have salchichon that my mom made. I don't care if it's 80 degrees outside. I've been wanting this soup for a couple days now. I am so hungry too. I cannot wait to munch on this. Oh yeah, this hits the spot. That is so good. And now on to the whole topic for this vlog, the results of my 75 soft challenge. So I finished the challenge not this last Friday, but the Friday before on August 15th. And I've spent all of last week and you know, yesterday of course, just reflecting on the challenge and how everything went. So now let's talk about it. So just to go over the rules that I set in place, I'm just looking down on my phone here for my notes. So the rules were: eat a well-balanced diet with 80-20 flexibility, limit drinking soda for social occasions, drink 3 liters of water per day, take vitamins daily, walk/swim 45 minutes per day, 10 pages of any reading per day, and no phone screen after 9 p.m. So going over how I feel now versus when I first started this challenge, I feel like I learned a little bit about myself throughout this challenge. You know, before the challenge started, I felt kind of stressed. I didn't really have a good handle on my needs or really taking care of myself that seriously. So now going through the challenge, or just even during the challenge, I enjoyed putting my needs first and accomplishing my goals each day and just taking care of myself. And now that, you know, well over a week since the challenge has ended, I feel like a lot of the things I have been doing have now become a regular part of my routine, which is nice. It's what I've wanted by the end of the challenge. And now just to go over each of the goals and how they went for me, I would say the number one thing that I've accomplished a lot throughout the challenge is reading. I started reading for pleasure around this time last year, I want to say, and it's been really good. I liked reading as a kid and I didn't really carry that on to my adulthood, but making that as a hobby for me has been really nice. I've read, gosh, how many books did I read throughout the challenge? I averaged around a book a week. I read about 7 books throughout the challenge, and there were some pretty like substantially sized books. There, I would say each of them was well over 300 pages, and I spent at least 3 or 4 days on each of those books. Now that I don't have the goal of reading at least 10 pages every day, I still find myself, you know, picking up a book and reading now that the challenge has been over, and I do like it. I do want to incorporate other hobbies just so that I don't get burnt out with reading. I've been thinking about adding coloring to my hobbies, or just going back into gaming, because I actually haven't played any video games since January. Kind of like the whole point of the challenge, just making that time for me to not only help with stress levels, but to decompress from the workday. You know, those things help with your mental health. And not to mention, I basically cleared out my entire TBR that I've been building since last year. So that is a whole goal in itself. I would say the second thing that's not necessarily changed a lot, but I've become more cognizant of, is my eating. I did incorporate an 80-20 flexibility to my diet. In the middle of July, I want to say, I actually started utilizing my FitnessPal just to track my macros to see how much I have been consuming. Ever since using my FitnessPal, it's really opened my eyes to how much I've been eating and whether it fits into my macros or not. So now that I've become more aware of it, I feel like I've been making more conscious decisions on what I've been eating. So far, it's been pretty good. I don't think it's gotten to the level of it becoming kind of obsessive or being obsessed with what I'm eating, which that's not what I want to do. It's all about balance. Now that I've become more aware of it, I do have that knowledge in the back of my head on what would be good for me to eat or not. Now for the water, I had the goal of drinking around 2.5 of my Simply Modern tumblers a day, and most days I did pretty good with reaching my water goal. Something that helped me throughout the challenge has been drinking sparkling waters, which I did count that into my daily intake of water. It's just a way to not make it so bland, I guess, to consume water. And I do have to say that making sure I drink those 3 liters of water a day, I felt the difference, at least when it came to my skin. I feel like my skin has become more hydrated now that I've been drinking a lot of water. Overall, I just feel good. One of the goals that I did kind of struggle with was my limited phone screen time at night. I think in the beginning I did start off strong with that goal. Towards the middle to the end of it, I kind of just gave up on it, because even though it did help me initially with going to sleep quicker and everything, I feel like I do pick up my phone kind of as a way to distract myself. At night, I feel like my mind is still busy, and when I tried to calm down, it didn't really help. I fell asleep until I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore. But it is still something that I do want to work on. Being on your phone constantly like that, it's not good. I do want to keep trying at least to limit my screen time, at least at night. When it came to making sure I get all my supplements and medicine in daily, I think I did pretty good on that too. Similar to the water goal, there were a couple of times where I didn't meet that goal. I take at least 1 supplement after every meal that I take, and there were times where I didn't take the supplement, like I would skip it. But I feel like I built up my habit better, because I was doing really good in the beginning of the year, and then I fell through. And then once I made that a goal during my challenge to do that, I feel like I've built up the habit more again, and now it's become just second nature to me. When I eat something, I usually reach for my supplement. So that's one thing that has been going pretty good and has been a part of my routine now. Now, the one goal that I just did not do well was the exercise part. Here in Florida, it gets very, very humid and hot in the afternoons, and I chose to complete any exercise in the afternoon after I work. I did add swimming as an alternative to walking, but it still didn't help with my motivation. Also, during the summers, it basically rains every afternoon too. Whenever there was thunder or lightning, I didn't go outside. So even though that goal, I basically failed that part, I still do want to try. My therapist actually recommended that I just do maybe stretching or just light yoga as part of my physical activity, just to start, because maybe walking was just too much anyway. At least walking outside. Just doing any kind of physical activity, I think I can just start with that, and then I could build up that habit that way. So I would say that I accomplished at least the diet part, the drinking, at least water part. I did limit my consumption of other liquids besides water too. I think I did accomplish that. Reading I definitely accomplished, and of course taking daily supplements. I would say the two goals that I did not do so well were the physical activity and the phone screen time. So I would say that the challenge, I failed the challenge, but I did give it my best. The key things that I wanted to remember throughout the challenge were, of course, sustainability and making those adjustments to the original challenge to be more successful, and just incorporating flexibility into it. Those things were at the back of my mind when doing this challenge, and I feel like for those I did succeed in. I do think I'm gonna try this challenge again maybe next year, or maybe even do the hard. No, I'm not gonna do the hard, but I do want to try it again. I do want to actually succeed the whole challenge and not certain parts of it. It was a pretty fun challenge, so I do see myself doing it again. So that was all my reflections on the whole challenge and everything. Hopefully if you were doing the challenge that you succeeded in it too. Just let me know down below what helped you throughout the challenge, or maybe if you think about doing the challenge, just let me know. Investigated, I noticed that on Tuesday 12/2 there were 3 calls. We're actually in charge of Sunday school, so we're going over the first lesson together, and it's a very nice lesson. It's just teaching us how good God's word is and how it enriches our lives and everything, and just to stay true to it, because as much scripture there is for the reward that you'll have if you stay faithful, there's also plenty of examples of the consequences if you don't stay true. So it's just a good reminder to just stay in your word and to just meditate on it as you should. You want to share your thoughts, honey?
God's word is perfect and pure, and also it helps you in your life. You know, it helps you how to live it, the right way, and keep you in the straight path.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
So we've had our coffees and just been studying for about an hour now. So we're going to wrap up quickly so we can go home and have dinner. Dang it, I forgot the bags. Oh, do I have any in the bag? Oh. Nope. Oh, oh my God. Well, first off, good morning. Happy Vlogmas Day 6. I was a complete doofus, and I forgot to bring the bags for me to haul all my groceries. And I didn't realize until I was literally leaving the store that I forgot them. So now all of my groceries, they're just chilling in my back seat. Oh my goodness. I hope this isn't a reflection of how the day is going to go. But at least that's done now. I've been meaning to go to the store for a couple of days now. So we're good. We're all stocked up for the week now. Now I'm gonna go and head home. I actually found the winter Alani flavor. I'm hungry and I probably shouldn't be drinking this on an empty stomach, but I am curious to see how this tastes. Cheers. That's nice. What flavor is that? I think that's cranberry. But that's nice. I like that. Now on to home. We're going on a trip, y'all. Where are we going, Serge?
Lowe's. If they don't have what I want, Home Depot.
We're gonna look at Christmas lights. So what was it that we were looking for again? All of these light options. That's kind of cool.
That's the plan for the future. I want to get lights like that. That way I don't have to decide what color I want. I can just pick whatever color I want. This one, you know, this would be a badass one to have at home. This place will only have, but I know that I would get it and it will never get touched.
Do you even know how to cook?
Yes. What do you mean? I know how to cook. What the hell? How dare you?
Bag secured. Alright, friends. It is almost 6 o'clock now. My family and I, we were watching Stranger Things. Me and Quinn already watched it when it came out last week, but they haven't, so I was just here with them watching Stranger Things and just seeing their reactions to all the twists and everything. But that's all that we've done so far today, so I'll go ahead and just end the week 1 vlogmas here. Actually, I'll show you some Christmas decorations. So this is our tree for this year. My mom went for like red themed ornaments, and the color basically for the year is red, as you can see by the blanket. Of course, she decorated the mantle. Her nativity table is over there too. And there's just a bunch of garland everywhere. And then of course, we have lights and everything outside too. You can see up there. For those that watched the vlog up to this point, thank you. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to keep up with me, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you again, and I'll see you in another vlogmas video. Bye!